Yeah, me and the trimmer got in a fight and I lost. We're back out here at the mill, and I cleaned up the spot behind me in preparation to mill some planks. I'd already had some milled, quite a few. Plans to change on that. And these joists, this 200-pound joist right here, they're not gonna be joist anymore. Yeah, I almost made a huge mistake. Forget his whole YouTube name, but I know it was David something. But yeah, thanks man for commenting and letting me know that red oak is basically a sponge outdoors and would not have been a good idea to use for the joist on the bridge. And he was also mentioning, David was mentioning that, you know, I could use white oak. And I do have plenty of those around, but they're all alive and well, and I just can't bring myself to cut them down. Yeah, I plan on using these utility poles as joist. I can show you better than I can tell you. We'll definitely reuse that. Set that to the side with a bunch of the other hardware I was able to save. I want to stick my 6.5 foot level up here and jack up the far end down there. Come up just a little bit. That's on the money right there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and clamp down this side. All right, that should be good. And we're still level. I'm just running water in the lubrication tank right now. I might have to put some diesel fuel or Dawn dish soap. Probably Dawn dish soap. It's a little cheaper than fuel right now, but we'll see. Yeah, she was getting smoky right there for a second, the beginning, and I had to turn up the water drip. It's got a little bit of build up. A little Dawn probably wouldn't hurt. Yeah, the blade's definitely getting a little more build up. Yeah, that's better for this side. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna flip it and cut a little deeper on that first side we cut. So now let's flipper and cut our notches out. Now I just want to check and see if it's square to the bed frame. It's got to come this way some. Try to put me a wedge in here between this log rest. Make it sit square. There we go. See if she's square down here. Yep. Yeah, you can see the creosote is building up on the blade. I scraped a little bit of it off, but I went ahead and added some dish soap to the lubrication tank up there. Ooh, that was smoky. But the blade's cool to the touch, so I guess he's getting lubricated enough. Yeah, I added this needle valve not too long ago, and it's really nice to be able to control the flow precisely. Yeah, I highly suggest getting one of those if you don't have one. It's nice, especially with this tank I have on here. I don't like it. It's got a leak in it. I gotta fix it, but yeah, this is definitely nice for fine-tune control. It's kind of pricey. I want to say it was about 75 to 100 bucks, but I think it's worth it. All right, let's cut. Might work. Yeah, better. Look at that. All right, we're back. My camera overheated and shut off. So all I did was cut this notch further back, a lot further back actually. And you'll see why once we get the pole loaded up on the log arch and take it down to the bridge. Another thing I did was put diesel fuel in it, and it works a lot better. Look how clean that blade is. All right, we made it down here to the bridge. Poles all safe and sound. Stuck on the skid plate. I just didn't want this notch riding in the dirt and the mud, getting more dirt on it than necessary. Yeah, I'll show you what we got going on. So, hadn't much changed since I last left it. Only thing I did was add some deck boards to basically as guide rails for the chainsaw when I come through and cut them flush. No daylight all the way across. That's what we want. Check this one. See if it's nice and level. No daylight. On the money. So now I have to come down through here and mark roughly 4 inches. I'm going to measure the notch. I know one of them was about exactly 4 inches and the other was, I think, 3 7/8, 3 3/4. But anyway, yeah, we're going to cut a space out for the notches to rest down in. Planning for about 9 inches deep. I think one of them might be sticking up about 1/4 inch, but I can always shave a little bit off. All right, hope I got my head cam at the right angle. Guess I'll see when I look back on the footage. Yeah, so we'll only be using about this much of the notch from this line back. Yeah, I just got that there kind of for handling purposes for the time being. Go to the center. We got 6 inches on center. So I can basically come over 2 inches. And then do the same this way. We got 6 1/2. So 4 1/2. So yeah, now we got our 4 inches between the 2 dots. 4 inches on the edge. 4 inches on this edge. Use this piece of wood, a stake. Connect the dots and make our line. I'm just marking down these sides so I have a reference point with the chainsaw. Yeah, I'm not sure if my head cam angle was any good, but yeah, I measured 9 inches down, made a mark, and put these stakes as a positive stop for the chainsaw. Of course, I'll have to look because it'll cut through those like butter, but yeah, I might put a piece of tape across them so I can see if I hit it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, got my pieces of tape on either side, so now I'll be able to hopefully see if I nick it with the chainsaw or not. Yeah, I went in a little deep right there. Probably about a 1/2 inch. Did pretty good on this side, but that bore cut, that's what I need to do for the rest of them. Now I gotta do that side. We got, yeah, this one's 4 inches as well. Not as long, but it's gonna meet halfway in that notch. We're looking at 6 inches. I might have to trim off a little bit. Got 9 3/4, but half of 9 3/4, 7/8. Yeah, 4 7/8. So I need to cut some off of this one. Two center poles are definitely not sturdy. Not right now, at least. And like I mentioned in the previous videos, just because I couldn't dig far enough down, but once everything's all together, I'm confident it'll hold. Might not sound like it, but I am. Need it to touch this line over here. Just got to move like 1/2 inch. There. And that's it. Cause I got to take this board off. Oh, you idiot. Oh, I gotta spin it around. No. No. Stay. Do not crush me. Only I was a little bit taller. Oh, I love to see that. Love to see that. Man, y'all probably getting tired just watching me, I imagine. But we got it. I'm gonna get my big level, but that's a short torpedo level. Let it come in focus. It's dead nuts. Yep, let's grab our 6.5 foot level. Don't get much better than that. That's what I wanted to see. Came pretty close on our inside measurements. Got a little less than a finger width. It's probably 3/4 of an inch gap. Smaller on the other side. But, I guess I really can't go off of that too much. I think we got to send it back that way anyway, which will close the gap for both. Cause that one's fixed on the ground. This one, as y'all saw, was not fixed, moving back and forth. Yeah, it's gotta come that way. My hand's shaking. Sorry. Dang, I can't even stop it from shaking either. That's dehydration, exhaustion. Yeah, it's got to come that way a little bit. So that's good for us. It'll close that gap up right there. I'll bring a sledgehammer down and beat on a board, push it back that way, and it'll close that gap up. So I won't close that one up all the way, but it'll close it by another 1/4 inch or so. Yeah, I'm dehydrated big time, and I'm gonna go inside and take a shower and get back at it tomorrow. So see y'all then. Back out here. It's not the next day. I had to take a couple days rest. Took it out of me. Yeah, I gotta do something about these metal poles. Like I said, I couldn't get them down as far as I wanted to in the ground. So I gotta figure something out, whether it's piling a bunch of rocks, you know, around them or something like that. But yeah, I'll figure that out. And before I forget, I always kind of mention it at the end of my videos. Yeah, I'll see if it works. Yeah, if you like the content, subscribe and help us out along the journey, trying to get the count up. And yeah, also if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Helps the channel out. Doesn't cost you a thing. Yeah, that's gonna wrap this episode up. Stay tuned for the next episode and see what we got planned. Thanks for watching. See y'all.